Now we move into the next topic of the second unit, queues. So in which we are going to discuss about QADT, whose operations involved in it. First, what is queue? Queue, once again, it is similar to that of a stack. It is a linear data structure in which the elements are added at one end called rear and removed from another end called the front. It is rear, another one pointer called front. But whereas in stack there is only one end called top. This is the only difference between stack and queue. Both insertion and deletion taken place at the same end, but whereas queue, one insertion taken place at rear end and deletion taken place at the front end. Queue is also called a FIFO, first in first out data structure, but whereas stack is a LIFO, that is last in first out data structure. For explaining the concept of queue, I just tell you the analogy. People moves on an escalator. I think everyone know what is escalator. Normally in shopping malls we usually go by using escalator. The people who got on the escalator first will be the first one to step out of it. So this is an analogy for queue. You just see this picture, you can clearly understand. Now this is an escalator. The person who first get in is first come out. Now we go for implementation of a queue. A queue can be implemented in two methods. One is array implementation, another one is linked implementation. Linked implementation of queue can also be called as linked queue. Once again, it is very similar to that of stack. In stack also, array implementation of stack and linked implementation of stack. Linked implementation of stack also called as linked stack. Now we go for array implementation of queue. Queues can be easily represented using linear arrays, once again similar to stack. Second, as I said in the definition, queue has two variables. One is called front, another one is called rear. One points to the position for deletion and one points to the position for insertion. That is, rear is position for insertion and front, which is position for deletion. But whereas in stack there is only one variable called top, which taking care of both insertion and deletion in stack. So initial conditions, what are all the initial conditions what we discussed in stack? If top is equal to -1, there is no element in the stack. If top is equal to max -1, the stack is full. Similarly, here these are all the conditions. That is, initial value is front is equal to rear is equal to -1. In stack it is top is equal to -1. Second, when we can say queue is empty, the condition is front is equal to -1 or front greater than rear. Next one is when we can say queue is full, rear is equal to max -1. But whereas in stack, top is equal to max -1. Now you just imagine our queue sizes, maximum size is 10, which means I can store 10 elements in the queue array. Now this is my queue. There are 5 elements already available. If you imagine this is the stack, where will be the top pointer? Top will be pointing the topmost element. So normally the top will be here. The 4 is the top as far as stack is concerned. Now it is queue. So we have to mention two pointers. One is two variables. One is front, another one is rear. As I already said, front is responsible for deletion, rear is responsible for insertion. So whenever we are inserting a new element, rear is responsible. So obviously this is, we call it as rear pointer because here only the insertion taken place. But where the deletion can be taken place, what is a Q? First in first out. இப்போ இந்த அரேல எது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன்சர்ட் ஆயிருக்கும்? 11 தான். அதுக்கப்புறம் 22, 55, 33, 88. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அவுட். ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு உள்ளே வந்தது 11. அப்போ ஃபஸ்ட்டு அதுதான் டெலீட் ஆகும். அப்போ ஆப்வியஸ்லி இப்போ டெலீஷனை ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணுறது என்ன பாயிண்டர்? ஃப்ரண்ட்டு. அப்போ எது ஃப்ரண்ட்டாக இருக்கும்? கண்டிப்பாக இதுதான் ஃப்ரண்ட்டாக இருக்கும். Front is responsible for deletion. First in, first out. Okay, so obviously this is represented by rear. Now you just see this is front, this is rear. I hope you better understand. Now you go for these conditions. In case I am inserting an element, new element. For example, if I insert 6th element, 7th element, 8th element, 9th element and 10th element. Now what is rear? This is going to be rear. So when we can say the Q is full? If the rear is equal to max minus 1, we can say Q is full. Because now rear is 9. What is max? It is 10. So rear is equal to max minus 1. So Q is full. Why we can say Q is empty by these two conditions? So initially, for example, if there is no element in the Q, what is the value of front and rear? It is minus 1. So which is the condition for Q is empty? So front is also minus 1 as well as rear is also minus 1. So here instead of front is equal to minus 1, you can also say rear is equal to minus 1. How you can say front greater than rear is also a condition for Q is empty? So for example, I inserted 5 elements. Now I deleted the element 11. What is front? This is going to be front. That is second element. If I deleted the second element also, what is front? This is front. If I delete the third element also, what is front? This is front. If I delete this fourth element also, what is front? This is front. Now front and rear both are same at this point. Front is also 4, rear is also 4. How many elements here? 88 is the only one element. Suppose in examination if they are asking what is the condition for only one element in the Q, so we can say front equal to rear is the condition for only one element in the Q. Now if I suppose delete this 88 also, what is going to happen? The front is incremented by 1. Now this is going to be front. So now this front is greater than the rear. Now this front is greater than the rear. So which means that this is a condition for Q is empty. இந்த ஃப்ரண்ட் வந்து ஒருவேளை இதை 5ன்னு ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா ரியர் வந்து ஸ்டில் 4ல் தான் இருக்குது, ஃப்ரண்ட் வந்து 5, ஃப்ரண்ட் கிரேட்டர் தென் ரியர் அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்? எல்லா எலிமெண்ட்டையும் நான் டெலீட் பண்ணிட்டேன்னு அர்த்தம். ஸோ க்யூவில் ஒரு எலிமெண்ட்டும் கூட இன்சர்ட் பண்ணாதப்போ ஃப்ரண்ட் வந்து -1. ஒரு some amount of elements are inserted in the Q, then I deleted all the elements in the Q இருந்துச்சுன்னா definitely front is greater than rearங்கிற கண்டிஷனில் தான் இருக்கும். Algorithm for insertion operation. Now you just take the same example, Q with 10 element, max is equal to 10, and the Q with 5 elements, front is pointing the first element and rear is pointing the last element. Now we go for insertion. So before we get into the insertion, what is the condition we have to check? If Q is full, we cannot perform the insertion operation. So obviously what is our first step? To check the overflow condition. So our overflow condition is rear is equal to max minus 1, what we discussed in the previous slide. Second, now we have to perform the insertion operation. So here there are two variations. One is in case if already in the Q there is no element, at the time what is the condition? Front is equal to -1 and rear is equal to -1. This is initial condition, that is there is no element in the Q. So at that time what we have to do? We have to make front and rear both 0. Now you just imagine this is my Q. As of now there is no element is available in the Q. Initially what is the condition? Front is equal to -1 and rear is equal to -1. There is no element in the Q. Now I want to insert this is first element. So at that time we have to make both front and rear as 0 because this is 0, 0th position. This will be the front as well as this will be the rear also. So this is if part. In case already some elements are there, for example, if you take this example, already 5 elements are there. First element is front, last element is pointing by rear. In this situation, what we have to do? Insertion is taken place at the rear end. Only we just increment the rear from current position into the next position. For example, if I insert element 100. So what I am going to do? Rear is incremented by 1. After rear is incremented by 1, at that place I have to insert the value. Now my value is available in NUM. So what I can write? Q of rear is equal to NUM. What is rear now? Here it is 5. So Q of 5 is equal to NUM. Next we go for deletion operation algorithm. So once again I just consider the same Q with the maximum size of 10 and 5 elements. Front is pointing and the rear is pointing at the respective element. Now whenever we have to perform the deletion operation, what is the condition we have to check? Whether it is empty or not. If it is, why we have to check? Because if Q is already empty, we cannot perform any deletion. So what is the condition for empty? Front is equal to -1 or front is greater than rear. If any one of these is true, we can say Q is under flow. We cannot perform any operation. Otherwise, else, what I am going to do? Where the deletion is normally taken place, because it is first in first out, so the 11 is the first element inserted into the queue, so it should be deleted. This is represented by front. So what obviously we have to do? This 11, if I want to do some operation on this 11, that can be stored it in some other variable by using the statement value is equal to Q of front, because front is now it is 0. Q of 0 is the element 11. That 11 will be stored it into the variable called VAL. This value can be used further. Now the actual statement for deletion is we just move this front from this place to this place. Already it is pointing 0. Now it is moving to position 1. That is front is equal to front plus 1 is the statement for deleting the element in a queue. So first in, first out. This is also very simple algorithm. Now we go for linked implementation of queue, or otherwise we call it as linked queue. So in linked queue also every element has two parts. One is data part, another one is address of the next element. Here the start pointer of the linked list is used as front. In a singly linked list or doubly linked list or circularly singly linked list, there is a pointer called start which is pointing the first element of the list. Now here it is named it as front. Whereas in stack, what is the name? It is top. This is front, first element. But another pointer we have to use called rear, which is always store the last element of the queue. என்னோட queueோட last element எது பாயிண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்குன்னா the rear அப்படிங்கிற பாயிண்டர் பாயிண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும். It is very similar to that of array implementation of queue also. First element is pointing by front, last element is pointing by rear. Now you just see this. This is very important part for better understanding of the linked implementation of queue. Here what is the condition for queue is empty? When we can say queue is empty? In array implementation of queue, if front and rear both are -1, it is empty condition. Here front and rear is equal to null, it is an empty condition, because before creating a linked queue, initially front and rear both are pointing the null value. Then all insertions will be done at the rear end and deletions will be done at the front end. It is once again similar to that of array implementation of queue. Now how you can compare the insertion and deletion operation of a linked queue with the singly linked list? This is very important. Why I am saying, as I already said, if you once study the singly linked list, we don't bother about remaining types of linked list as well as linked stack and linked queue. So for that this comparison is very much helpful. Now insertion taken place at the rear end, which means this is our linked stack where the insertion is, now we are creating a new node which is going to be inserted at the rear end. அப்போ என்ன ஆகும், இந்த நோடு இதை பாயிண்ட் பண்ணுமா, இன்சர்ஷன் அட் தி எண்டுன்னு சொல்லலாமா. ஸோ வாட் இஸ் இன்சர்ஷன் இன் லிங்க்டு queue? இட் இஸ் சிமிலர் டு தட் ஆஃப் இன்சர்ட் அட் எண்ட் இன் எ சிங்கிளி லிங்க்டு லிஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். நவ் டெலிஷன் வந்து எங்கே நடக்கும், டெலிஷன் இஸ் டேக்கன் பிளேஸ் அட் தி ஃப்ரண்ட் எண்டில் டெலிஷன். அதாவது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டெலீட் பண்ணும்போது இந்த ஒன்று வந்து டெலீட் ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்கிறேன். வாட் இட் மீன்ஸ், இன் எ சிங்கிளி லிங்க் லிஸ்ட்டில் இது என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம், டெலிஷன் அட் த பிகினிங் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாமா. ஸோ டெலிஷன் அட் த பிகினிங். இன் எ சிங்கிளி லிங்க் லிஸ்ட்டில் இன்சர்ஷனில் 3 வேரியேஷன் இருக்கும், டெலிஷனில் 3 வேரியேஷன் இருக்கும். பட் வேராஸ் இன் லிங்க்டு க்யூவில் இன்சர்ஷன்னா இன்சர்ஷன் அட் த எண்டு, டெலிஷனுங்கிறது delete at the beginning. If you are confident in both the algorithm of insert at end and delete at beginning of the singly linked list, here nothing. Now we go for an algorithm. Now you just imagine the linked queue. Now we have to perform the insert an element. So where we have to insert? So I have to insert an element here. New element is created and then the last element will be pointed to this new node. This is one. For example, so far there is no linked queue. As of now, this is the first node. If you imagine, I am creating a new node which is the first node. At the time what I have to do, இப்போ வந்து ஆல்ரெடி எலிமெண்ட்டே இல்லை, லிங்க்டு க்யூ என்ட்ரியாக இருக்குது. இப்போ தான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு நோடு க்ரியேட் பண்ணுறேன். அப்போ ஃபஸ்ட்டு நோடு க்ரியேட் பண்ணுறங்கிறதுக்கு வாட் இஸ் த கண்டிஷன், இஃப் ஃப்ரண்ட் அண்ட் ரியர் போத் ஆர் நல் at the time there is no linked queue at all. அப்போ அந்த சிச்சுவேஷனில் this is the only one and only node. அப்போ இதுதான் only one and only node அப்படின்னா நான் இப்போ நியூ நோடு க்ரியேட் பண்ணணுன்னு என்ன பண்ணணும், எலிமெண்ட் இன்சர்ட் பண்ணணும் வேல்யூவை, இதனோட நெக்ஸ்ட்டை வந்து நல் அப்படின்னு போடணும். ஹியர் ஆஃப்டர் ஃபஸ்ட்டு நோடு க்ரியேட் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் அதனோட பேர் என்ன, as I said in the array implementation of list, this is going to be front as well as this is going to be rear. இதுவே வந்து if the already linked queue is available, at the time what I have to do, rear ஓட next is equal to new node, new node ஓட next is equal to null அப்படின்னு போட்டோம்னா our purpose will be solved. Now you just see the algorithm. So allocate a memory for new node and name it as new node. New node ஓட data வந்து val, new node ஓட next is equal to null, null, because it is a insertion at the end. Insertion at the end இருந்தால் என்ன அர்த்தம், கண்டிப்பாக the new node ஓட next வந்து கண்டிப்பாக நல்லாக தான் இருக்கும். So what I have to check, whether front is equal to null. Front is equal to null ன்னு என்ன அர்த்தம், there is no element in the queue. At the time what I have to do, the newly created node is the front node as well as rear, both are this new node. அது நம்ம சொன்னோம் இல்லையா, இதுதான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு நோடாக இருந்தால் இதுதான் ஃப்ரண்ட்டு, இதுதான் ரியர். ஒருவேளை ஆல்ரெடி there is a queue is available அப்படின்னா we have to do these two operations. இப்போ இதில் என்ன சொன்னோம், ரியரோட நெக்ஸ்ட் is equal to new node, that is ரியரோட நெக்ஸ்ட் is equal to new node. இந்த லிங்க் எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்ணும் ஒன்று. ஹியர் ஆஃப்டர் இந்த நியூ நோடு தான் வந்து நம்ம ரியர்னு சொல்லணும். அப்போ அதுக்கு வாட் இஸ் த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட், rear is equal to new node. Now you clearly understand what is linked queue insertion. Now we see the deleting an element from a linked queue. So whenever we go for deletion, we have to check at least is there any one element in a list, then only we can perform the deletion. So for that we have to check this condition, underflow condition. Underflow condition is front is equal to null. If front is equal to null means what, there is no element in the queue, then we cannot perform any deletion operation. So this is step 1. Now if I want to delete an element, for example if I want to delete this, இப்போ deletion என்ன நடக்கும், first in first out, இதுதான் delete ஆக போகுது. அப்போ இதை நான் delete பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு என்ன பண்ணணும், இந்த மெமரி வந்து டீஅலோகேட் பண்ணணும், ப்ளஸ் இந்த ரெண்டாவது எலிமெண்ட்டை நான் ஃப்ரண்ட்டுன்னு சொல்லணும், இந்த ரெண்டு பண்ணணும். ஸோ அப்போ வாட் ஐ ஆம் கோயிங் டு டூ, பாயிண்டர் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு ஃப்ரண்ட். ஐ ஆம் இன்ட்ரோடியூசிங் a new variable called ptr. Now hereafter this first node is pointing by ptr. Now what I am going to do, the front will be moved to next element. So for that, what is the statement? Front is equal to front order next அப்படினா this will become front. This is hereafter, this is front. Now what I am going to do, I am going to release this memory. For releasing this memory, I am using the statement free of pointer. It is very simple, deleting an element from a linked queue. For understanding this insertion and deletion of a linked queue, singly linked list is base. So you go through the singly linked list before studying the linked queue or linked stack.